So let's start in child's pose today. Sit back on your heels. Take your knees as wide as is comfortable for you. And then start walking your hands forward, placing your forehead on the mat or placing your forehead on a block if that's more comfortable. Start rocking your forehead from side to side, just massaging your head. And then come back to the center. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let it out. One more deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, let it out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out through your nose, cultivating Ujjayi Pranayama if you have it in your practice. Deep inhales through your nose, long exhales also through your nose, making that ocean-like sound. Stay here, arrive on your mat this early in the day. Take a few grounding breaths. On your next inhale, go ahead and remove the block if you have it and walk your hands all the way over to the right side of the mat. Maybe your hand comes off the mat. Place your forehead down. Push your hips back onto your heels and breathe into the left side of your body, getting that long stretch on the left side of your body. Then slowly pick up your forehead and walk all the way over to the left of your mat, reaching long with your right hand now. Place your forehead back down and place your hips back onto your heels and breathe into the expansion now on the right side of your body. Slowly walk your hands back to the center and then walk your hands back to your knees. Coming up to a tall seat, sitting back on your heels. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, palms come to heart center. One more time like that. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, drop your right hand down beside you and reach over to the side with your left hand, reaching over to the right, breathing again into the expansion in your side ribs here. Inhale, reaching up again with both hands. Exhale, drop your left hand down by your side, reach up and over with your right hand, breathing into the expansion in the side ribs on the right side now. Reaching up with both fingertips now, reach back with you, back behind you, interlacing your fingers. We're going to take seated cat-cows. Inhale as you push your knuckles back Push your heart forward, gaze up, seated cow pose. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, interlace your fingers, press your palms up, round your back, chin to chest. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, open your heart, press your knuckles behind you, press your heart forward. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, interlace your fingers, pressing your palms forward as you round your back, chin to chest, belly button to spine. 2 more like this. Inhale, seated cow, exaggerating the movement this early in the morning to get all the kinks out. Exhale, cat pose. 1 more round, seated cow with the inhale. Seated cat with the exhale. And release, roll forward, tap out your toes to get the blood circulation back. And then sit back on your hands, plant your hands behind you, fingertips are facing you. You're going to simply lift your hips up and turn your gaze up, getting the stretch through the front side of your body. Take a few breaths here. Last deep inhale here. Exhale, go ahead and release. Walk your hands forward, coming into a tabletop. 1 more time. Tap your feet out. Planting your hands right underneath your shoulders. Your wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Your knees are right underneath your hips. Let's take a few traditional cat cows. Inhale as you drop your belly. Lift your tail up. Lift your gaze up. Exhale as you round your back. Push the mat away and gaze at your belly button. Inhale, drop your belly. Lift your heart up. Happy cow. Exhale, press the mat away. Angry cat. Tuck your tail in, tuck your chin in. 1 more like this. Inhale, happy cow. Exhale, happy cat, angry cat. And then slowly coming back to the center, set up a neutral tabletop here. I'm going to do thread the needle. First, let's do a few mobility exercises just to get the blood circulation. So take your hands behind your right hand behind your right ear. Inhale as you open your elbow up to the sky, gazing up at the sky. Exhale, bring your elbow to your left wrist. Inhale, open to the right. Exhale, elbow to left wrist. Inhale, open up to the right. Exhale, elbow to left wrist. Inhale, open up to the right this time. Extend that right hand up towards the fingertips, up towards the sky. Exhale, thread the needle underneath your left armpit, dropping your right shoulder down, right ear down. Move your left hand to the front of the mat. Again, expanding through the left side of your body. Twist a little bit deeper by pressing your right shoulder down. Take 2 more breaths here. Bring your right hand back in front of your face. Inhale, reach up with your, left hand back in front of your face. Inhale, reach up with your right hand. Exhale, drop it down. Going for the other side, left hand behind your left ear. Inhale, open up to the left, reaching the elbow up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Inhale, elbow up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, elbow to right wrist. Inhale, open to the left. Exhale, elbow to right wrist. Inhale, open up. This time, reach your left fingers up to the sky, opening up to the left. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath your right armpit and drop your left shoulder down. Use your right hand to twist a little bit deeper and then move your right hand to the front of your mat. Getting that side stretch one more time through the right side of your body. Two more breaths here. Bring your right hand back in front of your face. Inhale, reach the left hand up one more time to the sky. Exhale, release. Move your hands forward for puppy pose. Leave your hips right above your knees and start walking your hands forward. Keep walking them towards the front of your mat. And then when you've reached far enough, without your hips moving forward along with your hands, drop your chest, drop your chin to the chest or your forehead to the, chin to the mat, forehead to the mat. Melt your heart down, Anahatasana, heart opening pose. Breathe here, keep noticing that stretch in your low back area and try to engage your belly button so that you're not arching your low back too much. Slowly lift your head up and slither forward, coming all the way onto your belly. Hands come by your side. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, peel your heart up, squeeze your elbows and baby cobra. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your heart up. Exhale, forehead to mat. Inhale, peel your heart up, baby cobra, squeeze your elbows in this time. Take your hands up off the mat, just an inch or so. Hold it here, keep squeezing your back muscles here. Keep breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Wiggle your hips out, relax your low back. Press your hands down into the mat. Slowly come up, bring your knees together and sit back into your seed pose, bringing your arms behind you, rolling your shoulders open. Palms face up, traditional child's pose. Arms by your side with palms facing up and knees together. Notice the softness in your back muscles here. After that deep back bend in cobra pose and puppy pose. And slowly come up. Step your right foot forward, left foot forward, coming up to standing at the top of your mat for a few Surya Namaskaras. I'm going to break it down, breaking down the Surya Namaskaras, not taking it breath to breath, but breaking it down a little bit, staying in some poses. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Allow your head and neck to hang here. Grab opposite elbows and take ragdoll, sway from side to side. Notice all the tightness in the back of your legs and breathe into it. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then release your fingertips down to the mat. On your next inhale, slowly bend your knees and ragdoll all the way up. Your head and neck are the last things to come up. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, sweep your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips, swan dive forward, allow your head and neck to release. Inhale, half lift, slide your palms up your shins, sucking your belly button, reach forward. Exhale, slide your hands down the backs of your legs and fold. Inhale, half lift, one more time. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, last time. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees a lot, slowly ragdoll all the way up to standing. Head and neck come up last. Exhale, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up at the sky. Exhale, Samasthiti, palms come to heart center. And down by your side, taking some standing half moon poses to get our side stretch one more time. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, interlace your fingers, press your palms up to the ceiling. Exhale, lean to the right, gazing up underneath your left armpit. Press your left foot down, breathe into the left side of your body. Inhale, back up. Exhale, lean over to the left. Gaze underneath your right armpit and press your right foot down. Inhale, back up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the mat, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, half lift, reach your heart forward. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, sweep all the way up, bend your knees, all the way up to the sky this time, reaching your fingertips up. Exhale, bend your elbows, open your heart forward, baby back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, reach up to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, baby back bend, reach your heart up, gaze up. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, baby back bend, cactus arms. Inhale, up one more time. Exhale, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Go a little bit deeper this time. Allow the weight of your head and neck to fold yourself deep. Bring your right hand in front of your nose, right fingers in front of your nose. Reach up with your left hand, gazing up at your left thumb, open twist. Maybe keeping a bend in your right knee so that you can get a good stretch in the left leg, the back of your left leg. Drop your left fingers down now. Reach up with your right fingers, gazing up at your right thumb, maybe bending your left knee and straightening your right leg to get a good stretch in the right leg. Drop your right fingers down. Inhale, half lift. Reach the heart forward. On the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back to high plank. Start off a push-up. Drop your knees if you need to, but suck in your belly button, squeeze your quads up. Stay here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees down, coming back into a tabletop for bird dog. So again, spreading your fingers wide, wrists are right underneath your shoulders, knees are right underneath your hips. Suck in your belly button for that flat back, tuck your tail in slightly. Go ahead and kick your right leg back. Kicking it back really strong, either pointing the toes or flexing the foot. Stay here or reach your left arm forward. Thumb faces up, keep pushing down with your right hand, keep sucking in that belly button. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, one, listen, now you're going to sweep the left arm to the left, right foot to the right, airplane pose. Inhale, come back to the bird dog. Exhale, sweep left arm to left, right foot to the right, airplane. Inhale, come back to bird dog. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, release. It's not easy to do bird dog. Really like bring your foot that much forward. That's okay. Just bring it forward as much as you can. Other side now. Inhale, kick your left leg back. Keep it long and strong. Keep that belly button sucked in. And when you have your balance, you can take your right hand forward if you want. If not, just keep both hands planted on the mat. You can just sweep your leg in the airplane. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen, take a deep inhale here. Exhale, sweep that left foot to the left, right hand to the right. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, release. Move your hands one palm print forward. Tuck your toes in and lift your hips. Send your hips first back all the way to your heels. And then lift it up for downward facing dog. Keep pressing the mat away, a slight bend in your knees. Push the mat away, bring your chest closer to your thighs. Bend your knees a lot. Keep pushing the mat away, bring your chest closer to your thighs. And then release the heels down the mat to the extent possible. Breathe here, inverted V, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, getting that full body stretch. Maybe pedaling your legs out, bend one knee, press the opposite heel down to the mat. And then change sides, taking your dog for a walk. And then find stillness in your downward facing dog. And then on your next inhale, lift your heels up, lift your bum up, round your back as you roll forward to a plank pose. On the exhale, drop your knees to hover on the mat, send your hips all the way back to your heels, and then lift your hips straight up, downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale, lift your heels high up off the mat, round your back to roll forward to a plank. On the exhale, drop your knees to hover down to the mat, and then send your hips all the way back to your heels and lift your sit bones straight up, downward facing dog. This is the extension that you should feel in your spine when you do downward facing dog. One more time like that. Inhale, lift your heels straight up and round your back to roll forward. Lift your head and neck at the end so that you come to a strong plank. And then on the exhale, drop your knees to hover down to the mat and send your hips all the way back to your heels as much as possible. And then lift those sit bones straight up, coming into a downward facing dog, inverted V. Stay here in the still down dog for 3, 2, last breath here. And then look up to the front, step or walk between your hands. Inhale and half lift, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up to standing, all the way up, reaching your fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, palms to heart center. And down by your side. Step your feet wide. For Prasarita Padottanasana, wide-legged forward fold. You can use a block if you want. We're going to just get some stretch in the backs of our legs for Prasarita Padottanasana. Your toes, all 10 toes are pointing forward. You have like the edges of your feet are aligned to the edges of your mat. So goddess pose, it's the other way around, toes out, heels in. Your toes are in, heels are out, so that the edges of your feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. Reach your arms out. Make sure you have approximately like the span of your arms here with your legs, hands to hips. Inhale, open your heart up. Exhale, hinge at the hips like you did in Uttanasana and fold. Bring your fingertips down between your feet. Roll your weight forward so that most of the weight is in the balls of your feet. Inhale, half lift, reaching the heart forward like you did in Ardha Uttanasana. On the exhale, suck in your belly button to make space and fold. Breathe here. Prasarita Padottanasana version A for 5, 4. Breathe into the backs of the legs. Keep pressing the outside edges of your feet into the mat. Roll the weight forward for 3, 2, last breath. Inhale, lift up, look up, half lift. Reaching the heart forward again. On the exhale, bring your hands one at a time to your hips. On your next inhale, press both feet down and come slowly with control all the way up to standing. And exhale here. I'm going to go to version C now. So interlace your fingers behind you. Press your palms together and press your knuckles away from your bum. Inhale, open your heart up to the sky. On the exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it down. Fingertips don't come down to the mat. You can either keep your gaze down on the mat or drop your head down to gaze behind you. Your choice. Breathe here. Allow those knuckles to fall over behind you. Opening the shoulder blades. Keep pressing down with your feet, especially the outside edges. Keep rolling your weight forward so that you get that feeling of tipping over. Keep lifting your sit bones up, getting the stretch in your hamstrings. Engaged legs here. One more breath. And then on your next inhale, you're going to press your feet down and come with control slowly all the way up to standing. And exhale, release. Prasarita Padottanasana, version B now. So this time we'll take bind. So these fingers grab a hold of the big toes for a bind. If you cannot reach your big toe, then you'll just grab a hold of your shin with your hands. So hands to your hips. Inhale, open your heart up. Exhale, send your hips back. Find those hip bones, hinge at the hips, fold it forward with a long spine. Fingertips come between your feet. And then one at a time, these fingers grab a hold of the big toes. Roll your weight forward. Crush your fingers with the big toe. Reach your heart forward on your next inhale. On the exhale, make space, suck in your belly button and fold. Breathe here. Flare your elbows out. Keep lifting your sit bones. Pretty deep hamstring stretch here. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, lift up, look up, reach your heart forward. Exhale, one at a time, bring your hands to your hips like you did in the first version A. On your next inhale, press your feet down and with control, slowly come all the way up to standing. Exhale, step your feet to the front of your mat, slowly with control. We're going to come slowly down to the mat. We'll take one vinyasa. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward Uttanasana. So you can go a little bit deeper this time after all the hamstring stretch. Inhale, half lift. On the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back to a high plank. Hold it here, take a deep inhale. On the exhale, drop your knees, your chest, your chin, Ashtanga Pranam. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale, Cobra Pose, Bhujangasana. On the exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Take 3 deep breaths. That's called a vinyasa. When you come back to the downward facing dog from standing up at the top of your mat, plank, plank to low plank, up dog, down dog. That is one sequence of vinyasa. Drop your knees down, sit back on your heels and swing your legs forward. About 5 minutes left. Extend your legs forward. We'll take Paschimottanasana, Purvottanasana rounds and then a supine twist. So inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips. If you want, sit on a blanket, fold. Paschimottanasana, seated forward, fold. Stay here and breathe. Either grab the outsides of your feet or your shin or your ankle, or keeping a bend in your knees to grab the outsides of your feet. Inhale, slowly come up. Plant your hands behind you, reverse tabletop or reverse plank. Fingertips are facing your hips. Plant your feet down for reverse tabletop. You can extend your legs out if you want to come to a full reverse plank. On your next inhale, lift your hips up, drop your head to gaze up at the sky. Hold it here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Extend your legs out. Paschimottanasana again. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold it forward. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly come up. Plant your hands behind you. Purvottanasana. Plant your feet down if you want, or extend your legs out for reverse plank. Inhale, lift your hips up, gaze up, maybe walk your feet forward, planting your entire foot into the mat, not just your heel. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Last round, Paschimottanasana. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, fold over those legs. Breathe into your hamstrings. A lot of work on your hamstrings today. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach up, drop your hands behind you. Last round, Purvottanasana. Reverse tabletop, reverse plank, your choice. If you're doing reverse plank, point your toes so that you can come into like a full reverse plank. Inhale, lift your hips up, press your feet down, gaze up at the sky. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Grab the backs of your thighs and roll all the way down onto your backs. Bring your knees in with you. Give them a tight hug and squeeze and rock from side to side, massaging your low back. If you get cut off here, take your own Shavasana before starting your day. Hug your right knee in. Extend your left leg out, keeping that left foot active. So you're getting a good stretch in your left hip flexor, even in the supine position. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, forehead to knee. Crunch it in. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale down. Exhale, supine twist. Left knee, right knee over to the left. Soften your shoulders down. Gaze to the right. Slowly come back up. Extend your right leg out now. Keep it active. Hug your left knee in. Notice the stretch that you get in the right hip flexor. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, forehead to knee. Crunch it in, curling your tailbone up. Inhale down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale down. Exhale, take the supine twist, left knee over to the right. Gaze to the left, softening your shoulders down and bringing your chest to face up. Slowly come back to the center. Hug both knees in now. Give them a tight squeeze. And then take happy baby pose. Separate your knees wide first and grab the backs of your thighs. Stay here if this is enough of a hip opening for you. If you want more, you can bring the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling. And if you can go further, then reach around through the insides of your legs to the pinky side of your foot. Gently pressing those knees down to the outsides of your armpits. Notice the gentle curl up of your tailbone. Not too much, just a little bit. Stay here or make it a happy baby, rocking from side to side, playing around, maybe extending one leg out and then extending the other. And then slowly release. We're going to take a supine supported bridge to end practice. It's not cutting us out yet, so supported bridge with butterfly feet, Supta Baddha Konasana feet. So lift your hips up, plant the block underneath your bum. If you want a heart opening, go for a supported fish. Allow your knees to fall open, soles of the feet touch. Oh, we should have done frog today. And then take your arms overhead and bring your fingertips to touch. Close your eyes down. Let go of your Ujjayi pranayama if you have it. Controlled breathing and return to your natural breath. Allow the weight of your hips to sink down on the mat. You're not holding anything up. Just imagine as if you're kind of sinking down into the block and the block is sinking down into the earth. Relaxing your entire body here. So much so that for a passing moment, you get the feeling of floating on top of a cloud. Complete relaxation, surrender to gravity. Stay here as long as you want before you start your day.